And coming up next, Sirius dog star under investigation. And now tonight's top story. A local canine rehab business in Texas faces allegations from its doggy customers who claim poor treatment and general meanness from the behaviorist who run the center. Our lead investigator, Andrew Craig, spent weeks in the field to bring us this story.
We're here in Jewett, Texas, investigating a dog behavioral training facility called Sirius Dog Star. The owners do not know that we've started this investigation. We've convinced 4 of the current detainees to conduct interviews with us, provided that the owners do not see them interacting with our film crews. Let's sneak up and see if we can take a look. We're getting close to the entrance of the compound, so I don't want to speak too loudly. We want to make sure that we're not going to disturb anyone there in their natural environment when we enter the facility. Come on, let's go in and take a look.
Today you will see for yourself what they have to say about their experiences here. The dogs who are sent here have no choice in their relocation. All of the dogs' parents feel that they can no longer be controlled at home and have hired this behavioral adjustment company to keep the dogs for sometimes up to a month or more, with the promise of returning a well-behaved dog to the family at some point in the future. The first occupant we spoke to was Cleo. Though only 4 months old, with a stalwart personality, she is leery of her captors. When we met for the first interview, she was too afraid to talk to us, so we actually had to reschedule. At our second meeting, she seemed to feel a bit more secure.
Don't remember who my parents were originally. From what I've heard, I was supposed to work cattle in Australia. Then I ended up at the flea market in Texas, and some strangers picked me up and took me home.
So how did you end up here?
It was a very confusing time, and I guess I did something wrong. Because then my new parents dropped me off here with these mean humans.
In what way are they mean?
They make us work all day. They don't care how hot it is. We don't get no breaks or water. They just ignore us. It would be nice if we had some snuggles or something, but nobody here is nice to us. There are all these chickens, but if we try to eat one, we get in big trouble. But I'm just so hungry. These people are so mean to us.
This pit bull, once considered a vicious killer and unpredictable by his parents, would not even speak with us. However, we have located and spoken with family members who told us that the parents sent this beast to Sirius Dog Star after continual worry over the safety of other animals at their house forced them to take action. As you can see from this footage, the pit bull is clearly traumatized by and unhappy with the bosses here at Sirius Dog Star.
Very good.
The next occupant who agreed to speak with us is named Early, although she tells us that the owners of this camp won't even call her by her real name.
They call me Squirrel.
According to Early, a couple days ago, while working in the woods, she sustained some injuries. However, she tells us that the wardens here have shown little concern for her health.
I got this bobo on my chest, and of course I asked to see the medic, but they told me to just get back to work. these people at all. They're very mean to me. I don't want to be here anymore. But I just try to be real good because I've seen some terrible, terrible things happen to the other dogs.
The alpha dog, if you will, of this group is a half pit bull, half ballerina named George. She does not understand why her parents have sent her here to Sirius Dog Star, but she did tell us about how life changed immediately that day when she was dropped off here.
I used to get to lie under a trailer and just lick empty cans of beans, and I had a nice chain that attached me to an old tire. But once I was sent here, I was expected to behave like I had graduated from finishing school. I can't start any fights or steal any food off the counters. As the second in command here, I have to keep an eye on all the other dogs to make sure they don't act up. And they all want to sleep next to me. I prefer to have a king-size bed to myself. Well, there's no playing, I'll tell you that. It's just work and work and work. Also, I had to train as a service weapon. What's that? Oh, right, I meant a service dog. Which means I have to go shopping in really bright stores and go into these huge cities and ride on air machines. And while I'm working, I have to wear special clothes and not talk to anyone. Sometimes they try to drown us in this plastic circle of water. I mean, if I had wanted to join the special services, I would have. I just want to take a nap. And no one will let me.
One very interesting resident here is Pedro. His story of personal hardship may be difficult for some viewers to hear. Pedro, why were you sent here to this work camp?
I'm not sure, man. Maybe because I don't got the right papers?
But did you have parents at one point?
Yes, after I come to America, I live in Los Angeles under a real nice bridge, man. One day, a big truck with bars on the windows. We pull up, these men grab me and throw me in jail. Then a family come to take me out. And so I go live in a new place.
So you were saved from a shelter?
Man, I don't know. No one ever explained to me what was happening, you know? And now I've been sent here to work camp.
What is it you do here every day?
I gotta chase balls and then I gotta bring them back to whoever threw them. I walk beside a mean lady, not pull on the leash. I can't yell at the other dogs. I gotta sit and wait before anyone will let me have some food. And here's the really strange thing. I can't relieve myself where I want, you know? I mean, that's basic doggy freedom, man.
Based on our investigation, it seems that Sirius Dog Star is a very harsh environment where bad dogs are treated with a military-like dispassion. They're not allowed to socialize and say that they are often abused by the owners of this rehab center.
All of our doggy clients here at Sirius Dog Star receive the highest level of care and attention. For instance, they're never put in kennels and just left for hours and hours at a time.
Wait, hold up. They said what? Who are you talking to?
What are you doing here? No, put all the dogs in the kennels. No food for 2 days. No water till tomorrow.
This is Andrew Craig, reporting on location in Jewett, Texas.